For many Robert Morris University students, this year will mark the first time that they cast a vote for the President of the United States. However, sometimes Americans wonder why their vote matters. Several local officials told us why this year youth voting would leave such an impact.
Congressman Conor spoke out on the importance of using your vote and why you shouldn't take it for granted.
Well, college students should be voting because the same reason everybody should be voting, which is, people died for that right. Voting is a right, but it's also a responsibility, and we're not going to have a full democracy where people can trust it unless everybody's taking part.
Lamb went on to say that there is more to youth voting than just supporting one of two candidates. This demographic is voting to change the future.
We care about the long-term future, right? Like young people, myself, I'll include myself in that. We're not just thinking about the differences between Biden and Trump. We're thinking about what's going to happen with climate change. If college tuition is so insanely expensive now, what's it going to be like 10 years from now? We're thinking longer term.
Lamb is not the only government official to feel this way. Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald shared similar views on important topics coming up in this election cycle.
Well, it's important. This really is about your future more than about folks of my generation. The fact that this President Trump has put more debt, a higher deficit, a higher debt than any president in our history. And guess who has to pay for that? Your generation for the coming years. And he shows no sign of changing that.
Formerly a judge on the Court of Common Pleas for Allegheny County, Don Walco is now working to encourage citizens to use their vote. He believes that one of the most crucial steps in this process comes from the voice of the youth and encourages them to start a conversation on the topics they're passionate about.
Talk to everyone you know. I have a younger daughter who's a big environmentalist. She's talking to all her friends about the importance of not continuing to unravel the gains we've made in dealing with climate change, which the President, Trump, doesn't even believe exists. He still thinks it's a hoax.
Whether old or young, one thing is for certain: your vote matters. Reporting at the Nicholson Center at Robert Morris University for RMU TV, I'm John Blinn.